Hello, everyone. This is Live Life Well TV host Robert Landau, and we are together for a very, very important reason. It's another episode of our popular trivia program, Did You Know? So are you ready? All of the following facts are absolutely true. Here we go. Did you know pineapples aren't actually a fruit? They're more known as a berry. Well, kind of. A pineapple is neither a pine nor an apple, but a fruit consisting of many berries that have grown together. This also means that pineapples are not a single fruit, but a group of berries that have fused together. Did you know that there are a number of words in the English language that don't rhyme with any other words? Two of the most common are orange and purple. Orange and purple, try to find a word that rhymes with either of those two. But there are other words that you just can't find a rhyme to in the English language, and they are silver, month, ninth, pint, wolf, dangerous, discombobulate. I can understand why you can't find a rhyme for discombobulate. And the word marathon. Interesting. Did you know the word rhythm is the longest word in the English language that happens to not have any vowels? Rhythm. Did you know that car companies, Audi, Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini, and Porsche are all owned by Volkswagen? Did you know that almost, the word almost, is the longest English word with letters all in alphabetical order? Think about it, almost, A-L-M-O-S-T. All those letters are in alphabetical order. Did you know that I am is the shortest sentence in the English language? Did you know that in World War II, a fellow by the name of Jacqueline Lucas lied his way, get this, into the military and then became the youngest Marine to ever earn a Medal of Honor? When he was just 17, he threw himself on 2 live grenades to protect his squad members, and he survived. There are, did you know, 144 prisoners who are prisoners no more. Why? Because that's the number of prisoners that have actually successfully escaped from Alcatraz. Think about that. Think about how difficult it must be, probably next to impossible, to escape from Alcatraz. But 144 prisoners have to date. Did you know it is estimated that malaria has been responsible for half of the deaths of everyone who has ever lived? Let me say that again. Did you know that malaria has been responsible for half of the deaths of everyone who has ever lived? Did you know that all U.S. presidents pay for their own food while staying at the White House? Interesting. I had no clue. This is a fact. The President of the United States pays for meals for himself, his family, and personal guests. This includes the first family's private Thanksgiving meal. The first family must also pay for their own household expenses, down to the toothpaste and the first lady's clothing. Although the president pays his family's personal meals, the White House chefs who often prepare the president's meals are paid for by the government, probably state affairs and such events like that, or foreign dignitary visits. Did you know that the word overmorrow, one word, is a word that means the day after tomorrow? Did you know that the strongest beer in the world is called snake venom? Why? Because it contains no less than 67.5% alcohol. Did you know that there's a vending machine in Singapore, I love this, that dispenses a Coke to anyone who chooses to hug the vending machine? Let me say that again. Did you know that there is a vending machine in Singapore that dispenses a Coke to anyone who chooses to hug it? A new Coca-Cola machine at the National University of Singapore dispenses free beverages in exchange for hugs. The red and white machine has the words "Hug Me" on it. It's written all across the front in Coke's signature font. The machine is programmed to dispense a Coke when a person wraps their arm around it. Did you know that the average iPhone cell phone costs only $200 to make? And let me tell you something, it costs a lot more for consumers to buy. Did you know that an Indonesian boy by the name of Aldi Rizal began chain smoking when he was just 18 months old and continued smoking 40 cigarettes a day until he was 5 years old, at which point he was sent to rehab? Well, thank God for that. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. Wow. Did you know that the first recorded human flight with artificial wings was in 6th century China? An emperor by the name of Cao Yang would strap prisoners to kites and throw them off buildings to see if they could fly. No comment, but it's a fact. Did you know that a psychologist by the name of Timothy Leary, probably a name you've heard of before, was sent to jail in 1970 and given a series of tests to determine which jail he should be placed in? Since he designed many of the tests himself, he manipulated his answers so that he would be placed in a low-security prison as a gardener and ended up escaping only 8 months later. Did you know that a guy by the name of Noah Webster, the creator of the first ever American dictionary, learned no less than 26 languages so that he could understand and research the origins of his own country's tongue in order to write it? 2 more did you knows before we close. Here's the second to last. Did you know that barcode scanners actually read the spaces between the bars, not the black bars themselves? And finally, did you know that dressed up Disney characters at Disney theme parks are never allowed to break character? Not only that, but they are also given special autograph training sessions so that they can always sign autographs in the style of the cartoon character that they are playing. Interesting did you knows. I hope you found them as interesting as I did. True facts that we don't know, that we don't necessarily believe are true, are always of interest to me. With that said, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you for our next episode of Did You Know? And all the other over 100 episodes of shows we have for you here on Live Life Well TV. See all of them twice. Take care, everybody. This has been Robert Landau. Thank you so much for tuning in.